You sleep 8 full hours every single night. No heavy lifting. No manual labor. And no running under the sun. You spend your entire day sitting in an office chair or lounging on the couch. Yet, you wake up every morning dragging your body around, as if you spent the night breaking rocks. Why did your ancient ancestors, who walked 15 kilometers a day, have infinitely more energy than you? Walked 15 kilometers a day. Welcome to the energy paradox, the silent biological crisis of modern civilization. In this video, we reveal the neuroscience behind why doing nothing is making you exhausted. And the 3 exact steps to unlock your brain's natural unlimited energy. Chapter 1: The Energy Paradox. To understand why you are tired, you must realize that your body experiences 2 completely different types of fatigue. Physical fatigue is what happens when you run a marathon. Physical exercise burns glycogen in your muscles, stimulates blood circulation, and triggers endorphin releases. When your body is physically tired, your brain signals deep, restorative sleep to repair tissue. Physical fatigue actually gives you more energy the next day. But cognitive fatigue is a completely different beast. Cognitive fatigue occurs when your brain burns massive amounts of energy, while your body remains motionless. Your brain accounts for only 2% of your body mass, but consumes over 20% of your daily energy. When you think, solve problems, or process visual information, neurons accumulate metabolic waste products like adenosine and glutamate. When metabolic waste builds up in your prefrontal cortex, your brain triggers a safety shutdown signal: total exhaustion. Chapter 2: The Brain's Invisible Labor. You might think resting on the couch while scrolling on your phone is relaxing. But to your nervous system, scrolling social media for 1 hour is intense, high-stress labor. For a caveman 10,000 years ago, seeing a new human face, a new animal, or a sudden threat was a rare event. In 1 hour of scrolling TikTok or Reels, your brain processes more visual stimuli than a caveman experienced in 3 months. Every micro video forces your brain to re-evaluate context, process new faces, and spike dopamine. Your visual cortex is running a marathon at full speed, while your physical muscles stay completely still. This extreme sensory mismatch tricks your brain into thinking you are in a state of high emergency. Chapter 3: The Cortisol Trap. Our evolutionary stress response was designed for acute, short-term survival threats. A predator attacks. Your body floods with adrenaline and cortisol. You fight or run for your life. Once you escape back to the safety of the campfire, the threat ends. Your physical exertion burned off the stress hormones, and your nervous system enters complete rest and recovery. The stress loop closes cleanly. But in modern life, the stress loop never closes. Work emails, unpaid bills, phone notifications, and bad news alerts. None of these micro-threats will physically eat you, but your primitive brain doesn't know the difference. It keeps your body in a continuous, low-grade state of fight or flight 24 hours a day. Because you don't run or fight physically, those stress hormones stay trapped in your bloodstream. Elevated cortisol tells your brain, we are under siege. Put the body in low-power conservation mode. Your brain intentionally makes you feel heavy, sluggish, and unmotivated, to force you to stay safe. You are not lazy. Your nervous system is simply trapped in an unclosed stress loop. Chapter 4: The 3 Biohacks to Reclaim Energy. Now that we know why we are exhausted, how do we actually turn off mental fatigue and reset our nervous system? Biohack 1: The Phone-Free Nature Walk. Leave your smartphone at home or in your car, and walk outdoors for 20 minutes. Looking at distant natural horizons relaxes your ciliary muscles, and signals your brain to lower cortisol. Physical movement flushes stored stress hormones out of your blood, finally closing the stress loop. Biohack 2: Silence non-essential notifications. Turn off all push notifications, app alerts, and pop-up banners on your phone. Every notification chime is a microburst of cortisol that interrupts your brain's natural resting state. By checking notifications on your own terms, you regain control over your attention and stress levels. Biohack 3: The 20-minute daily boredom rule. Spend 20 minutes every single day, doing absolutely nothing. No podcasts. no music, and no screens. When you allow yourself to be bored, your brain activates its default mode network. The default mode network is your brain's internal housekeeping crew. It consolidates memories, clears out metabolic waste, and solves complex problems in the background. Giving your brain short periods of boredom is like allowing your computer to run a disk cleanup. It resets dopamine sensitivity, making everyday real-world tasks feel interesting and engaging again. Let us examine how physical exercise acts as the ultimate stress loop closer. Remember, when you face mental stress at work, your adrenal glands produce real cortisol and adrenaline. If you sit still, those hormones linger in your tissues, causing physical inflammation and chronic exhaustion. By engaging in 20 minutes of moderate physical movement, brisk walking, cycling, or lifting weights, you convince your primitive brain that you have successfully fought off the threat and escaped the predator. Muscle contraction uses up trapped blood glucose and clears floating cortisol out of your system. Physical movement is the literal physical key that unlocks the mental stress cage. Now let us address circadian rhythm alignment and sleep quality. Sleeping 8 hours in a dark room with your phone charging next to your pillow is not high-quality sleep. Blue light emitted from smartphone screens suppresses melatonin production in your pineal gland. Without adequate melatonin, your brain cannot enter deep stage 4 slow-wave sleep. Deep sleep is the exact phase when the glymphatic system washes cerebral fluid over neurons to clear toxic proteins. If blue light disrupts your deep sleep, you wake up with yesterday's metabolic trash still sitting inside your head. To fix this, view natural sunlight within 30 minutes of waking up every morning. Photons hitting your retinal ganglion cells set your master circadian clock in the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Morning sunlight sets a timer that automatically triggers natural melatonin release 14 hours later. Let us examine nutrition and hydration factors in chronic tiredness. Even mild 1% dehydration drops cognitive performance and triggers brain fog. When blood volume decreases due to lack of water, your heart must pump harder to deliver oxygen to neurons. Drinking a large glass of water first thing in the morning instantly boosts blood volume and alertness. Furthermore, high-sugar ultra-processed meals create massive blood glucose spikes followed by severe crashes. That afternoon slump at 2 p.m. isn't a lack of sleep, it's a reactive hypoglycemia insulin spike. Replacing refined carbs with whole foods and healthy fats keeps energy steady throughout the entire day. Let me ask you an honest question. How many hours a day do you spend scrolling on your phone? Be honest in the comments below. Is it 2 hours, 4 hours, or more than 6 hours? Recognizing where your cognitive energy leaks away is the first step to reclaiming your life. When you stop flooding your brain with artificial microstimuli, your natural vitality returns rapidly. You wake up feeling alert, focused, and ready to tackle challenges with enthusiasm. You no longer need 3 cups of coffee just to feel like a functioning human being. Your ancient ancestors didn't have special genetic cheat codes. They simply lived in harmony with their biology, movement, clear stress cycles, and natural light. By adopting these simple biohacks, you realign your modern life with your evolutionary design. You turn off the chronic cognitive fatigue and restore your natural human battery. Start today, go for a 20-minute phone-free walk and turn off your non-essential alerts. Small daily changes compound into massive leaps in your energy, mental clarity, and happiness. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe for more deep behavioral science explainers. Share this video with a friend who is always complaining about feeling tired. See you in the next deep dive into human mind and health. Remember, physical tiredness heals, but mental tiredness requires action. Take your 20 minutes of boredom today. Check out our recommended videos on screen right now. Click the video on the left to learn why time feels faster as you get older. Or click the video on the right to discover how humans turn sand into smartphones. Every view helps us create more free educational animation essays for you. Leave a comment and join our community of curious thinkers. What psychology topic should we cover in our next video? Protect your energy and stay curious. End of transmission. See you next time. Rest your mind today. Put your phone away for 20 minutes. Live in high definition. Goodbye.